What's up, DJ fan? Welcome to another video on our channel. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. My name is Diego, also known as DJ Pretty Boy, alongside my boy Shay, also known as DJ Shay. And together we open this spot to talk about DJ related content such as product reviews, tips and tricks, just tell our stories and share it with you guys so we can share some knowledge. So if you're a new DJ or a seasoned DJ, this is the spot to be. And with that being said, let's roll this intro.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, fam? Welcome to another video. Welcome to another episode of Start to Spin. Today, we're going to be talking about networking, and does networking matter more than DJ skills? All right, because, at the end of the day, you can have all the skills you can have, but if you don't get the gigs, you know what I'm saying? If you don't get the gigs, really doesn't matter how much skills you have because you're not getting booked. So, and I feel like networking is huge in this instance, and we have a special guest that knows about networking. So let's bring him up, DJ Adrian Sparsa.
You got DJ Adrian in the house.
Thank you, Diego. Thank you,
Adrian.
I got the clap right.
The clap was there on time, man. You passed the test as a DJ, man. You played the right music at the right time.
Right.
But yeah, guys, DJ Adrian, if you guys don't know him, he's always in our comments. DJ Adrian, we always appreciate you for always being there. So we had to get him on the show, and I'll do a little intro. I'll let him talk about talk about himself too. But he's from the Midwest area in Illinois. He's been DJing for over 25 years now. And has a lot of knowledge and insight in the private event, wedding space too. So everyone give it up for DJ Adrian, and thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, no, thank you for inviting me, Shay and Diego. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, like your business, how you started, so people get to know you.
All right, well, long story short, I got married into it. My former brother-in-law, he goes, I need a roadie. It pays $50 and all the beer you could drink. I'm like, I'm in. A couple of years doing that. He's like, you're gonna start your own parties. Start out with birthday parties. All the like backyard barbecue parties, and then eventually to weddings. And then from that, unfortunately, I divorced his sister, and I sort of had to go on my own.
Yeah. Okay. That's an unfortunate end, but hey, at least it kind of forced you to kind of create your own business and create your own a company, and hopefully, I don't know how these many years later, you're still going and doing your thing. So that's one thing ended, but it sounds like another thing that now we got to talk to you about started after that.
Yeah
man. Awesome. And yeah, so we were our topic today was going to be about networking, and actually this is directly from a comment that Adrian had brought up earlier, where he had said like networking. I forgot even which episode it was. I don't remember what the original topic was, but he mentioned how networking was like super important, and so we thought when we had him on here, we had to discuss networking. So obviously we'll drill into deeper things, and we'll talk about things as the comments come up, as we always do. But kind of right off the bat, like your general thoughts about networking and how it's kind of evolved for you, and what it means for your DJ business, and why you think networking is super important for DJs.
Oh, definitely. As a single operator, it's important to try to get to know as many people as you can. I mean, of all various types of careers that are out there. I mean, you got to let them know what you do. And you'd be surprised that that how many people you run into that and then they like next thing you know, like I'm looking for DJs. Like, wait a minute, I'm a DJ. They didn't know. It's like, but it's very important to reach out. And when you do these events at wedding halls, at other event centers, you got to introduce yourself to all the staff there. You got to make sure you let them know, and you work with them. And in general, like one of my former DJ buddies, he's like, just be nice, and then things usually work out.
Yeah, that's a good That's a good overview about it. And Smiley's in the house. He says, "Yo, what's up, Smiley? Man, thanks for stopping by." Hey, Smiley, I think Smiley must be doing some networking because everybody knows he's got the LED dance floor. So let us know, Smiley. Do you rely on networking at all, or are you mainly Facebook Marketplace is your preferred networking option? I totally agree about networking in general. I mean, I get a lot of I'm not that great at it, but I get a lot of my events through like I run ads on Google, so I get a lot of events through there. But I've gotten some cool events from, I just DM'd some event planner, or then a few months later she hits me up because I had sent her a DM. I never met them in person, or I'll DM certain organizations like, hey, if you guys need a DJ for any of your upcoming events, little things like that, kind of cold calling, networking, and I've gotten some gigs out of that. So definitely, Diego, what do you think about generally about networking?
I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I feel like networking is huge, and like I said before, well, I said it behind the scenes, but it doesn't matter how good of a DJ you are if you don't have the crowd to DJ for. And like Adrian said, everywhere you go, tell everyone that you're a DJ, because you never know what type of, they might be looking for somebody. How many times do you, like, I post on my Facebook all the time. I thought that everybody knew I'm a DJ, but there's times that we go to like a gathering and stuff, and then somebody's like, yeah, man, I'm looking for somebody, like, I'm having a party next month, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, I'm a DJ, and I would think that he knows because the person follows me on Facebook. And it was like, oh, you a DJ? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, like, the fuck? My Facebook, like, you on Facebook? Like, I guess I assume like people like know. So like I started getting into the habit of like saying, yo, I'm a DJ. But you just don't want to go up to a person, oh, I'm a DJ, how you doing? Like, like you have to warm up to it eventually, because that's how you build the connection. DJ skills is very important, and DJ skills can open doors for you, but relationships and the networking will keep the relationship and will keep those opportunities open for you. It's 100%. Networking is huge. So now let me ask you guys a question. I have wrote it down here because okay. So was there a turning point in you guys' career where you guys were like, all right, my skills are good, but now I need to be out there? Like, how do I get myself out there? And what was your game plan to network? How did you start networking? Because a lot of people, like a lot of new DJs, might think like bedroom DJs. They're like, okay, like I feel ready. I feel ready to do an event. How do I network, or how do I go about this? How do you guys go about networking and building your portfolio, whatever you want to call it?
All right, I'll let Adrian answer first, but while he thinks about it, let me hit some of these comments here. We got Ready Fred in the house. What's up, Fred? Thanks for stopping by. He says, great job, fellas. Thank you, man. And Smiley says he's doing networking now, planners, venues, and other DJs. So that's who he's networking with. They book us to DJ or add-ons. We used to do no networking, but definitely has helped us grow and more gigs. So Smiley agrees. And James said, this is crazy if this is true. Danny B puts QR code stickers on gas pumps all over Houston. LOL. That'd be crazy. If that's true.
Yeah, James, low key, that is smart, bro. That's fire. Because it's like having a red button on like do not touch. If you see a QR code, you're like, oh, what the hell is this for? Like, and you want to like, oh, there's a DJ. Like, that's smart. I like it. Like,
wedding DJ here. Hire your wedding DJ here at the gas station. That's kind of fun.
That's fire. I like that. I like that idea.
Adrian,
trouble for that?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know. James messes around a lot, so I don't know if that's true. But yeah, Adrian, what do you think about Diego's question from before about if there was like a turning point in your career or a time when you were like, all right, I've kind of hit this plateau or whatever, and now I kind of need to start intentionally networking more to take things to the next level.
Yeah, like I think I mentioned earlier, it's like I split up with my ex-brother-in-law. I broke up with his sister, and I had to do this stuff on my own. So like he showed me a lot of things. I've met a lot of people through him, and for that, like I felt a little bit like the loyalty part. I was like, okay, those were his clients. Like I can't go step on their toes, so I had to go out there. I had to branch out, you know. And then that was like I had to go pound the pavement, literally and figuratively, to other places that I know that we've never been to that as often, and then like just promote on Facebook and at the time and just let people know that I was out there, and just introduce myself and sign up for bridal shows, and luckily for my former brother-in-law and DJ, whatever, business owner, like he never did those things, so it was like a new thing. I wasn't stepping on his toes, and that's what made me get the word out.
That's another thing. That's a very fine line in regards to like your integrity. And when you think when you are learning from somebody else, you and you feel ready, like you said, going based on like his people, you don't want to do, like you don't want to do. But at the end of the day, business is business. So if they really like you for who you like, how you DJ or what you are, they'll probably end up going to you. But at the end of the day, you decide whether you want to do it or not, out of respect to the person that taught you, and you can say no, like go with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's one way to see it. I don't know. You know what? Putting on that perspective, I don't know what I would do, because that I feel the same way. I wouldn't want to be on that lane, and I probably would have done the same thing as you. Go somewhere else and like branch out. But like, Shay, how did you like started coming out?
Yeah, no, that's a really obviously start coming out. It's the wrong podcast. What are we talking about over here, bro? No, for me it was big when I moved here to LA. Actually, Drizzy brought it up last week. But yeah, anytime you're starting a new, I had to kind of establish myself in a new area and stuff like that. So, and this time I wanted to not join. Before I kind of used to work with other larger DJ companies. Like I did my own thing, but I also worked with a DJ company on the side. So here I was like, I don't want to work with any DJ company now. I feel like I know enough, and I want to use this fresh start to just do my own events. So a lot of it was, I could still do way more networking, 100%, but a lot, like I said, a lot of DMing, random organizations, DMing event planners, be like, hey, whatever, trying to tag people. And if I go to something, I try to know who, if I go to like a party, I see the people that are in it, I tag them in my stories, and I make stories with those people in it, and network on social media. That was like the networking that I did. I haven't done any face-to-face networking like that. And then obviously, yes, 100%. When I go to when I do events, when there's a wedding planner, I try to talk to them, be friendly with them. But that has been less productive than like the networking I do on social media, like just like, I don't know, tagging people and things, and commenting. Hey, big thing, just comment on people's posts. Like event planners, comment on, hey, this looks amazing. You have no idea who they are. Oh, beautiful. Put like clapping emojis, fire emojis. And people will notice that, like, oh, this guy seems cool, and I just like random support random people's posts. That's how I network. So and okay, let me hit these comments. We got Buddy in the house. He said, "What is up, my dudes? Thanks for stopping by." Buddy's here. We got a fellow Illinois resident in our with DJ Adrian. So Buddy's also from Illinois. And James says, "You think I made that up?" He puts them on light poles, bar countertops. We are doing a bridal show this Sunday. So he's not kidding. He actually does that. That's the first time I heard that. But I wonder if there's a way to know if he got any wedding bookings through that, like from a gas station. That'd be kind of funny if somebody was like,
probably have to get Danny had to get him in here too.
Yeah, have to ask Daddy about that, like marketing.
I'm in the bathroom stall for a good time. Take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you put him in the bathroom stalls. Yeah.
For a good time, hit up Danny B in the bathroom stall. Like have a picture.
Funny. Okay, you guys, and then in the chat, let me know. Do you think, because you guys work with somebody else? I haven't worked. Well, I guess I kind of have, but is it ethical to, let's say you DJ for some, like you get subcontracted because somebody else couldn't make it, and then there's people that come up. So you are under somebody else's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they come up to you, ask for a business card, do you give yours or do you give the person that you're going on behalf? And
Yeah, I
why?
think it's. I'll say that it's you have to have that conversation with that person before you go to the gig. So a good like DJ business owner will hopefully address that with you ahead of time and be like, hey, you're representing my company. If anybody asks, you give them my information. Or you should ask them. When I did it, it was always I was even if I have like my Instagram handle on my laptop, but I had to remove that when I did events for another company, and then he gave me his business cards to give out at the event. So
Okay,
obviously,
so
and then it's up to me. But yeah, I would like same thing. I would always follow
for you it's unethical.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you talked about it, if you talk in general, like, yeah, you should do that because hey,
in general, you know what I'm saying? In general.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it is, but if you talk to them and they're like super established, like, yeah, hey, if they like you, you can, if they tell you it's cool, then do it by all means. But just try to have that conversation ahead of time, I would say.
Yeah.
What about you, Adrian?
Yeah, weirdly enough, that here's the thing. I'm still cool with my former brother-in-law. He still gives me work, and then I send him work too. Some of the same thing with Buddy here too. He gives me some leads, and lately I've been trying to send him some leads as well. So cool. I mean that's a thing. And just what just happened recently was I DJ'd a school dance for my former brother-in-law, and then they saw my name on my laptop. And they reached out to me through Instagram and like, hey, we wanted to see if you're available on this date in the future. Send over a contract already. And I'm like, it's like, as much as it kills me just to sort of assume it, I say, I was a subcontractor on it. Reach out to this other company and,
That's nice.
And tell them that you sent, that you saw me and that you want me because I am available. And then it's up to the other company. It's like, hey, sort of do the right thing too.
That's what that's what's up, man. That's an ethical thing to do, man. That's cool, man. I props to you for that, because I know there's a lot of DJs that are like, no, here, man, I'll give you my card, call me directly. I seen it before. To me, I've really never worked for I mentioned this before. There's this lady that has like you pay her for everything, and she starts hiring everybody else. I don't know what they call like a wedding. It's not a wedding planner. It's the person that can get you the venue, the food, it gets you the DJ and all that, whatever. She does that, and then it hires me. So I'm not going under her. It's just my own. It's myself. She just hired me for the event. So I've never worked with another DJ or on behalf of another DJ. So I can't speak for that, but I feel like if I would work under somebody else or go for somebody else, then yeah, I'll be like, no, reach out to them and tell them that you want me for your next event, and then that'll be fine. I don't think I will do that, but I don't know. I have to be in the moment. I don't know.
Well, the thing is if you're getting work from that company, then you're kind of jeopardizing that too, like by trying to take one on your own, because they find out about it, you're never going to work with them again, right? So if it's someone who's been sending you work, and hopefully they'd even give you a little extra cut if a repeat customer wants you specifically, like, hey, I wouldn't have gotten, because you did a good job, I'll give you a little bit more than I normally would. That's up to them, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you want to maintain a relationship with that company, if they find out this happened, or you posted something on Instagram and they say, oh, they realize it, you're gonna lose that connection and that network too.
Yeah.
Let me hit some of these comments. We got Kevin Sounds in the house. Yeah, what's up, man? She says, gentlemen. And then we got DJ Drizzy. What up, S2S? What's up, Drizzy, man? Drizzy was on our show last week. If you guys didn't catch that one, thanks again for stopping by, Drizzy.
Talking about that, Bar did. Hey, Bar. Hi.
Wait, that was crazy. Yeah, he commented on the last one, so Bar saw that. I think because DJ Bar is a fan of Drizzy, so anywhere Drizzy is, Bar's watching.
That's cool though. That was cool. Look,
Yeah,
I
that
just
was
I saw what he put, like that little eyes. I was like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, he apparently watched the last one. And then Smiley said a Pakistani DJ hires us for cloud and cold sparks, and now for LED dance floor. We give him our rate, and he adjusts his package to get his cut out of it. That's a good deal to do.
That's a perfect way to like network. You know,
Yeah.
everybody wins.
So let me ask you guys this then. We'll start with Adrian. So let's say the different types of other vendors that we work with. Is there like a specific category of vendors that you like to network with the most? Like whether it's DJs, event planners, venues, I don't know, caterers, whatever it is. But is there a specific category that you like to network with / that gives you the most bang for your buck, I guess, with networking?
For me personally, I think it's definitely the banquet halls. Number one, banquet halls. You know, all the jobs go to them, and you know, they pretty much I think they hold a lot of the cards. Next would be probably photographers that you're cool with, that you just able to get along with and tag each other on the photos and stuff like that, because you know they got something they can give you.
Right here. This is a ranking. Rank them. So.
Yeah,
Holes first.
Man, let me actually write these down. Then I'll write these down too, because we can do a little.
You want to do the queue it up? Okay, cool.
And then third would probably be like wedding officiants.
Oh,
because they they're like one of the first people for me that I spoke with my clients, that they've already have their wedding officiant. And then
talking about that, I saw on Facebook that this girl said, right now I'm at the court about to get married. I didn't know I needed an officiant. Is anybody available right now? Like that was funny, bro. Like, I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, I didn't think about officiants. That's a good one.
That's interesting.
And then DJs. I mean, other DJs, like I said, Buddy and I, like, and a handful of other guys, like we. In Chicagoland, there's this Chicagoland disc jockey network. Like at first I was, super scared to go attend this. And, because, you go in, you're going by yourself. There's all these dudes that are like, they've got little clans, little posses. But for the most part, they look a little scary because they're all talking and having a hell of a time. And then, like, you come to know they're still like one of you. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Buddy's kind of cheating. He says all the above for me, but yeah, I guess we started doing a rank list of the best people to network with. So interesting, DJs is number 4, and one of the ones I haven't heard. I'm curious to hear your guys' input on this. Is where do you put event planners on this? Like the actual event planners.
Personally, I think event planners should be the second one. Banquet halls, I think, is the first one, and Adrian, I agree with you on that one. But I think event planners, they can recommend you more often than a photographer will. I feel like I don't know, but maybe for Adrian it's.
What about you, Adrian?
Event planners. I mean, there's been a couple I've been trying to connect with, and they're just like they seem to have. They already have their people.
Yeah. So it's kind of harder to break in. I personally have a hard time with event planners because they're like one like kind of like Adrian said. I think they kind of have their own. Once if you're on their good side, it's good, but it's kind of hard to break in if once they have their like crew. And then two, whenever I talk to them, it's like I always feel like they're trying to like kind of show off a little bit for the clients, like they're like trying to prove their worth for the clients. So either they're asking me like really like stupid questions, like what brand speakers do you have? And like what they're trying to like, trying to really vet me out. Or they try to get like a discount for the client so that they can like kind of prove their worth that like, hey, like, the clients, I'm sure when they book with the clients, they tell them, hey, like, if you book me, I'll help you save money on your other. I'll negotiate for you and save you money. So I always find planners always be trying to lowball me and stuff, and I'm like, really, like you're in the business too. Like what, like why are you giving me a more hard time than a lot of clients do? So They give you a lot of leads for sure if you get them, but I just find them like annoying to work with when it comes to like trying to network to get bookings.
Yeah, and the only thing that I think like banquet halls, the problem with banquet halls is just like they probably already have like a good 5 people that 5 DJs to go with, so it probably be really hard to break into that to like preferred list for the banquet halls, and it'll be much easier if you have a really good connection with an event planner, a photographer, another DJ. Efficients, yeah, because they do, you need them. I feel like banquet halls they're primary. It should be like primary, but it's difficult to break into one.
In. Yeah, I think let me hit some of these comments because some people are saying some of that same stuff below. Kevin's saying being an officiant for the last couple of years now, it's super easy nowadays. Shoot, why not do it if you're already going to be there all day? That's interesting. So Kevin's saying he himself is the officiant. So if what Adrian's saying is true, that people book officiants first, then he could just refer himself as a DJ. Like, oh, you're looking for a DJ? I DJ as well.
Kevin is networking within himself.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if there's more DJs that are officiants out there.
Oh, Smiley's gonna be next. He's a one-stop shop.
Smiley's taking notes right now. That's why he's not saying anything. He's taking notes. Buddy says number 2, so he's talking about the event planner should be number 2. Drizzy has other DJs higher up on that list. So what do you guys think about that? Putting the DJs up higher on the list.
Well, similarly, like with Buddy, he always refers me for like quinceañeras and the Mexican weddings, and I do in reverse if I'm booked on that date. I mean,
yeah,
I think.
So maybe we should let's put him here.
Number 3.
Are you guys happy with that?
Yeah.
Officiants are at the bottom now. But that's what I mean. Here, this is we're doing the rank list for fun, but these are all, like Buddy said, it's all the above. Like you should try to network with all of these. But let's see. And James says most venues already have their guys. Event planners and other DJs are the only ways I've got gigs. Yeah, so he's kind of saying what you were saying, Diego, that banquet halls kind of have their guys, but event planners and other DJs he's had success with.
What about florists?
Florists.
Yeah, like the people that do the flower stuff.
I don't know. I haven't. I would probably put them below officiant, but what do you?
Yeah. No, like the lowest, but it's.
On there.
We're talking about networking. You gotta network with everyone that is involved in a wedding. Like. Yeah.
How do you put caterers? Okay, how about this? Caterers be above or below florist? I would say above.
Above florist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I have this one caterer that always refers me to events. I think it's kind of funny, but he's always referring me for events.
Yeah, I have a couple like Cayetana is one of them. Like
I think that's the thing, right? It's like it doesn't really matter who it is. If any of these people are saying that, hey, I know a really good DJ, a client is gonna listen to that. If once they already book someone, if you're they recommend anybody. So of course, all of these are important, even if it's a florist or a caterer.
So now, from this list that we have here, this 7, if you had to choose one, which one would you choose? So for meaning, I'm a genie, right? I'm a genie, and then I'll say I'll grant you one where you can have one of them that to be so you can be the preferred person for them. Would it be a banquet hall or event planner or a DJ? Like, who will you choose?
All right, how about I'll let Adrian answer first, but while he thinks about it, let me hit some of these comments. Buddy says they do, but you also have to understand that they have a brand. So yeah, he's talking about the event planners. So he's saying why they're so picky about who they work with. He's saying that they have a brand. That's true, that they want to make sure that you are that's when it comes to the them putting you on their preferred list. I was talking about more like when I do meetings with clients that have an event planner with them, and the event planner is like kind of trying to like size me up and like not to join their preferred list, but just to like make sure and show the clients that they're like doing their due diligence on me. That's when I find it a little irritating. Smiley says, we go to wedding and quinceañera expos, but they always ask us to come by. We have never paid to be at one to this day. Okay, so he's saying that's another networking opportunity. Expos, which we did a show on.
Yeah.
But he says, Church of the Latter Day Dude. Latter Day Dude is the way to go. I don't know if he says Church of the Latter Day Dude or Church of the Latter Way. Latter Day Dude is the way to go.
Your autocorrect messed you up, bro. I don't know what that means.
Maybe it's but I think maybe he's saying networking with churches could be an option. Danny B has done a couple events where he was the officiant and then DJ'd the wedding. He keeps asking me to do it. I'm good. Okay, so we got Danny B does it as well as Kevin. But James, James, I can't. James the officiant. That'd be interesting, man.
Can you see James as an officiant? That would be funny, bro.
I could see it like one of those funny officiants, But
he'd be roasting the couple.
Yeah.
Be roasting. He'd like call on people in the audience to roast the couple. That'd be interesting. Okay, now Drizzy's saying design or decor person is high for me, so that's why I adjusted it to say decorator / florist. So let's circle back to the Diego's question then, Adrian. If there's one category on this list that you could pick.
For me around here is definitely the banquet halls. I mean, there's banquet halls that hold 4 events at one time. I mean, around here. So definitely the banquet halls will be number one for me. Will be my pick.
Well, that makes sense because you this was your rank list and you said it first, so we don't really have to ask you that one. Diego, what about you?
Well, you gotta answer, bro. I asked the question.
Bro, you had time to think about it, man. You gotta answer too.
No, so for me, it's very oh my god, it's kind of difficult, but I guess I will go for the event planners. Like I understand banquet hall makes a lot of sense, but I feel like I can have a better connection with an event planners than I will have with a banquet hall. So for me, it will be event planners.
Yeah, I think I would go with DJs personally because I just like being cool with other DJs. Like I think they're more fun people to be networking with. I don't know, like the type of people that they, obviously they're like us. And then the thing with DJs is that if I need help with a setup or I need extra up lights, can you come do this setup for me? I can also have that sort of in with DJs as well.
So I guess that we can agree that the first 3 are the most important.
Yeah.
The most important ones to have. And yeah, DJs, of course, you want to have a good amount, like maybe like 2 or 3 DJs that you can rely on, because whatever happens, something happens to you, then you can't make it, they can go over there, and vice versa. If you need more equipment, they can share with you their equipment, and vice versa. So yeah, DJs are also a huge network opportunity for your business and for yourself. So I feel like those 3 are like the go-tos eventually.
So hey, if anybody else in the comments has a different opinion on the top 3, I guess like Drizzy said, decor. But would you put those? Would you put those in replace one of those top 3 ones? Let us know. But I think that makes sense. Those top 3.
I don't know about you guys, but I found myself that a lot of event planners are also the decorators, and so I don't know if those go together often.
Maybe
or
that's why.
Very weird, like a weird scenario that you will find that.
I noticed, and I don't know if this is a cultural thing, but I noticed that a lot for Hispanic events, more so than like other, like in Indian planners and Indian decorators are separate. But I noticed that a lot for like Hispanic events where they do the decor and then they'll do the planning as well. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
And that's why I brought it up, because like in my community, the one that I DJ, I see the event planner is the decorator. It's the same people, the same person. The florist is completely different though. They're different
exactly.
thing, but the decorator is also the event planner. So, but I don't know, man.
That's like the officiant that's also a DJ. What do you think, Adrian? Do you see that as well? Like the decorator and event planner are like combo a lot, or do you see them separate?
I say them mostly separate. I mean, the event planner is usually in charge of like booking everybody from like getting flowers. Like, they get the budget from the couple.
Yeah.
And they work with that, and they get the they everything from the flowers to the type of food that they want, and the hire out the decorating and whatever. I usually see them separate.
Separate, yeah, same here. Let me hit some of these comments. Kevin says, it's kind of funny. I would choose event planners as number one, but at the same time, I haven't worked with a single one that knew how to do a good job or weren't annoying. I'm kind of the same boat. I find them a little irritating, but maybe it's just the quality. I haven't worked with the quality.
They can get very annoying.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like, I know that you kind of have to prove your worth here. Like, I know they paid you money and you have to look like you're doing something, but just like if you just went away and sat in your car, we'd probably be okay right now.
I mean, that's what the majority of them do anyways. they disappear.
Those are the good ones,
you gotta love those.
Yeah. But I think Aaron had a live stream yesterday where he kind of talked about it, but it's like we get annoyed by like these people micromanaging us, but I think it's because they've dealt with bad DJs before. There's so many bad DJs out there that they're probably a little scarred, and then they're like trying to over micromanage you because of that. And then for people like us, that spend time talking about DJing on a Thursday evening and like do this all the time and really care about it. We probably put more attention into it and are more detail oriented. But there's DJs out there that probably just throw something together and then kind of messes the experience up for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead, hit the comments.
Yeah, let me finish these comments. Look like we just have a few here. Then Buddy says venue that works out best for my service. It also helps to put pics on Google Maps. That's interesting. So Buddy agrees with banquet halls / venues, and then put pictures up on it after you've worked at venues.
That's why they work together.
Yeah. Kevin says, James, you can make easy $300 for 30 minutes of work. They're talking about being an officiant. Chin Chillin's in the house. What's up, Chin?
300.
Buddy says $300. That's cheap. They're talking about how much you can make as an officiant. So Kevin says,
hold up. An officiant gets paid $300.
He said 300 to 600, and then Buddy says 1,500 and up for an officiant. So, damn, that's a lot.
I'm in the wrong business.
No way.
Hey, I don't know. I've never hired an officiant. Do you guys have any input on this?
Bro, my officiant was when I got married. It was I think it was like $50. Where are you getting 1,500?
Hey, I mean, maybe that's also why now people are just having their siblings or friends be the officiant. I see that more commonly than
Oh yeah,
1,500 for an officiant. What the hell is he saying?
Hey, buddy, yeah, we got some doubters. James says for 1,500 I would think about it. For 300 I'll pass. So yeah, James, hey, for 1,500 you could get James King as your officiant. He'll fly to you for $1,500. Shoot.
I can't believe I don't know where this is at, but 1,500 for a 30
in Illinois.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what were you gonna say before, Diego? You had like
I was just gonna bring up reasons why some people or some DJs don't network, or like new DJs might feel like a little maybe fear of rejection. You go up to people like, hey, this is me. No, thank you. Like some people don't do good with rejection, and in our business, rejection is huge. You get ghosted all the time. You get rejected most of the time. So I think fear of rejection is one. Feeling awkward, like going out, just speaking to random people, promoting yourself basically, or to start networking with somebody else. People feel awkward. They're not used to that. Don't know what to say or how to say things, or know how to approach another person. People are very shy. Like I'm shy. I'm very shy when I talk to, like, when I see people in person, I'm very shy. I'm not like when I'm here on the camera. This is different. Um, and like some people are just always waiting to get better in order to go out and network and show themselves. Uh, but if you're always waiting to get better, you're never gonna start because you only get better by doing it live. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if this is your first couple of times, don't go and do a wedding. Do house parties. Make your own party. You know what I'm saying? Like those things like that. What do you guys think about that? Like reasons
Yeah.
why people wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of fears, definitely a lot of fears. But usually with fears, I always like to think like, all right, what's the worst that could happen? So like, with if you try to network and it goes badly, like what's the worst that can happen? So I don't know, Adrian, not to put you on the spot, but like, have you had any like bad experiences because of networking, or like something, I don't know, you tried to network and it backfired on you, or anything bad that ever happened from networking, or has it always been like either neutral or positive, would you say?
I think when I was younger, I had like, you get like the FOMO. I mean, you miss out if you don't do it, then you miss out. Then you sort of have regrets when you don't do it. You don't take that shot. And so that's it. It's just a little bit of fear of missing out and regret. It's like
regret. That's it. You never. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the quote out of Michael Jordan or something. So it's like, you never know. You put yourself out there. I think the only thing I would say with like, I guess, negative from networking is if you kind of network with the wrong crowd, I guess, or like you're networking with a crowd that, like, I don't know, isn't gonna be able to like afford you anyways. Maybe you waste some time, at the worst. You waste a little bit of your time, but it's not like, I don't know if you guys can think of any situations where like I asked someone, or I reached out to someone and I wish it ruined it was catastrophic, or something bad happened from it. I mean, the worst that happens, they say no, and you just had to swallow your pride and move forward.
Yeah, when you try to network with other DJs, especially like older heads, and you're new, you get looked under. You get overlooked, and that's could be like a scary part. You don't want to approach, or you don't want to talk to someone that even looks like they're not approachable, like a DJ, a really big DJ or whatever, or DJs are DJs egos are huge. Majority of DJ egos are huge. So you going up to a older head, I don't know, maybe maybe they trash you. You never know. But again, like you guys said, you already have the no. What that can happen if you go up, try to talk to them, network, and then they say no. You already had it. You didn't lose anything. You actually gain experience. Maybe there's something that you can do better next time to talk to somebody else, or maybe it's just a person that wasn't it, to talk to. I feel like God gives you choices and opportunities. It's up to you to take them. If you don't take them, then you losing. You're doing harm to your own self, to your own business, because you're not gonna grow. You're not growing like
that. That's an interesting point though about like older DJs. So Adrian, like, have there been any like times where you like reached out or had like a unpleasant interaction with another DJ, or like you tried to network with someone but they like like, I don't know, shut you down or trashed you, kind of like what Diego was saying, like with I don't know, some more established DJ or anything like that? Like, have you had any experiences like that?
Not really personally, but I think there was a lot of there was definitely a lot of competition back, like, let's just say 10, 15 years ago, where everyone was like had their secrets to their own. They didn't want to let anybody in on how to get the gig or to share the jobs. I think and it led a lot to a lot of animosity between like DJ companies and stuff like that. So I mean, I never faced it personally. But as far as like companies goes, like, oh, don't go with that company, And then sort of like the internet was the big equalizer and like sort of evened everybody out.
That's true. That's true. No, that's definitely true. I think there's certain companies, right, might in your area may have a reputation that's like, all right, these guys are very like, I don't know, like protective and tight knit, and then you just kind of like
they gatekeep a lot.
Yeah, gatekeep. And so sometimes you as a DJ in the industry, you may know that. They're like, all right, I mean, like, okay, I don't really think it's gonna be very fruitful to network with this person. So I'm just like, I'm gonna leave them alone, you know, like in that sense, you may not even want to try to like reach out to them because of what you've heard about that company. But in general, it's like you said, now with the internet, everything's out there, you know, like you can see people have reviews. So if people are getting bad experiences with someone, like it doesn't matter what their reputation is in the DJ community. If clients are trashing them online, you know, it doesn't really matter what other DJs think of them or what their trade secrets are or whatnot. So that's a good point, that the internet and like this whole review culture has kind of like offset some of that DJs having, you know, I don't know, trying to think that they kind of have a monopoly over a certain area or whatnot.
You know, I wanted to touch back with what I think Smiley said it about being invited to expos and like, and like bridal shows. I mean, right there is a great place to network because you got a whole variety of different kind of vendors, and you just introduce yourself. I mean, I'm sure they've gone through the spiel of other DJs or perhaps other vendors, but right then and there, it's like you're fresh in their mind, and they're coming off the banquet, off the bridal show, and you know, like, oh, this guy was nice, he was pretty cool. It's like let's refer him. You know, if you're able to get along.
That's true. And then people at a bridal show, they're there to network, right? That's like the mode that they're in. So it's not like, I don't know, you message someone and they get the message when they're, I don't know, they're having a fight with their wife or their kid is like acting up, or, you know, at a bridal show, they're there to network. Everybody's in that open-minded kind of mind frame. So they're more receptive to meeting people as well. So if you met a DJ company there or an event planner there, they're more like likely to think of you. And what do you guys think about that? About the bridal shows? That's a good point about that. And Kevin says, yes, y'all, officiants get paid if you sell it correctly. Extremely difficult to get 1,500, not realistic at all. But he says they do get paid. Chinchillin says, to be honest, I've never done work with a venue before or wedding coordinators. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, that's how it is in the beginning, and then eventually, I don't know, just randomly you do an event and there's a coordinator there, and then
it only takes one event.
Yeah, then it happens.
And if you do it right, boy, it just grows.
You do it, or they just suck and you never see them again. That happens to me a lot. never see the event planner again. But he says it's all the work before the wedding day, also the rehearsal. We do rehearsal, sound, and music. I charge for that $800. So he's talking about the officiant. The officiants do rehearsal. I guess a rehearsal ceremony. So maybe that's counted into the $1,500 as well.
Wait, so
I've never done that.
Buddy, you charge $800 for rehearsal? I need to start charging.
Yeah, you do, bro. Hey, but I mean, if you're going out there,
I just put it part of the package.
Yeah, rehearsal package, $800. Because if you have to go there the day before, set up, break down everything, I mean, hopefully, you know, you could get that for, especially with wedding pricing.
Dude, that's crazy though. I never thought about, because I don't know. I just felt like, I mean, Adrian, how do you do rehearsals? And if you do, like, do you charge for them or no?
No, I don't do the rehearsals. I don't. Usually that's like on a Thursday, on a Friday. I mean, I just don't.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you get asked?
Recently got asked. I just recently got asked, and I left it open. Let's put it that way. I didn't commit.
Okay. Hey, maybe they were a client that Buddy had quoted, and then they were like, "Oh shit, we can't afford $800 for the rehearsal," so they're asking around.
So to me, I will go to a rehearsal, and it's just part of my package. But it has to be like within range. Like if it's like an hour away, I'm not driving an hour away for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, but like I'm not gonna drive an hour away. I'm gonna charge for that. But if it's like within my area, maybe like max 30 minutes, I mean, I'll go. It's just one speaker and that's it. Like, that's all I'm taking. Is
Yeah.
I,
I mean,
I
I
don't.
would think about it, the work wise, it's kind of similar to setting up a ceremony, because when you do a ceremony, it's still one speaker, it's this, it's that. So I don't know, whatever you charge for your ceremony, at least you could use that as a reference if you wanted to charge for a rehearsal. Because I mean, all of us probably do one speaker rehearsal. I mean, ceremony setups now, anyways.
Yeah.
But probably charging, probably around 800, so 600, 800, something like that. Let me see. Chinchillin said, there's a DJ I know that he does tons of events, and there are some DJs in my area that doesn't like him because he has more and more events. Yeah, hey, people. Yeah, if you're successful, people will also just hate on you. So, especially the DJ.
I never understand that. That's one thing I don't understand. Just because someone is getting booked constantly, why you hating? Maybe you can learn something from that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like watch, maybe ask him to go with him for one gig and see how he does it. Learn something from it. Like the sun shines for everyone. If you do your job right, if you do it good, and if you have a good solid network, you will find gigs. You will get gigs eventually. But if you see somebody else that you think, oh wow, he's getting a lot of events, maybe you might want to ask him, hey, how can I be a roadie? And then see what he does. Ask questions, learn from him. That's networking.
Yeah, if they're open to that, otherwise,
swallow your pride, man. Swallow your pride.
They might think you're gonna be handing out business cards at their, like we were talking about before. start handing out your business cards at their events.
That's another thing that I'm saying. Like a lot of DJs are also very close-minded. They think that if they show somebody else how to do something, that person's gonna take their business. They're not gonna take your business, bro. There's so many people. There's thousands of people in one area. He can't be in every single event. So
my opinion on that is that the only way someone can copy what you're doing is if what you're doing is like super basic, like we all basically, a lot of us play similar songs and stuff. It's like, let's say like Nick Spinelli, for example, even if I went to be his roadie and I watched him, I couldn't mix like he does. It doesn't matter how much I watch him and if you're that good at what you do, people aren't going to be able to replicate it anyway. It's the people that are like, just probably, I don't know, not using many skills or I don't know whatnot. That those kind of people are worried about, this person's gonna steal my, I don't know, my library. I don't know what they're gonna steal by coming to your event, or they'll know like, hey, this song was really good or something. I mean, we all we can download any song we want, that's available on the internet now.
Oh yeah.
Smiley says, there was a hater DJ, though. He didn't mention our business when he mentioned everyone because we were both DJs. So I'm guessing he thought we were competing. Okay. I think he's talking about the expo or where someone wasn't. That's the thing, man. Like Diego said, DJs have big egos. And then if somebody, that definitely means that this person thinks you're a competition for them if they're intentionally leaving you out.
I don't look. Everyone around, like I know that, quote unquote, everyone around, like every business, every DJ business around you, it's somewhat your competition. I just don't see them as a competition. I just see them as different opportunities. Because again, like you said, Shay, you, Adrian, and I can play. If we are given the same 3 songs, I guarantee you, all of us will mix it differently, different styles, different ways. So. It's never gonna be the same. It's just depending on like what people likes. Maybe they like Adrian's style more than they like mine. Maybe they like mine and they don't like, yours, or they like yours and not ours. So there's so many people, there's so many different tastes, and there's like to each their own, and everybody has different ways. This is how it is, man. The community, the DJ community, started dying a lot. And it recently has been revived because now everything is much easier. before it was really it was harder to mix. Like Adrian, you started with CD players, right? You said CD players.
Yeah, the home CD players, like home units.
Okay, see, so can you imagine one of the DJs nowadays starting with CD players? They'll quit. I guarantee you, they'll quit. They're not willing to go through the process of learning, like the music, the structure of music, how music is structured. Because I kid you not, once you learn as a DJ, once you learn how music is broken down, you will never listen to a song the same way. You're always thinking like you at a party, you're dancing, but in your head is like you're breaking down the whole song. And like I don't know, it's just like a DJ. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But when I go to a party or something, I'm not DJing. I'm listening to the music, but I'm breaking down the song, like the whole thing, like the A bar 16. Okay, now the
counting.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Has it happened to you guys? Chad, has it happened to you? Because it happens to me all the time, man. I just can't stop. I don't know if it's just me.
I do that all the time. It's like, man, why is he mixing it at this spot? I was like, oh, that's a good spot to mix it in. It's like, I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's networking.
It's fun. It's fun being a DJ in the crowd of a party for another DJ because we don't get to. It doesn't happen that often, but it's fun when you do.
Yeah,
let me make some. Let me make some progress on these comments here. So Kevin said, when it comes to the halls, what I found is if you can actually find some halls that don't have a preferred vendor list and build relationships with them, that can be absolute gold. Yeah. So he's saying for the banquet halls, if someone doesn't have a preferred vendor list, go extra hard on those ones because maybe they're more flexible with it, and then maybe they'll like have you on their short list then. But he's maybe saying the ones that have the list are probably a little bit more rigid.
And just talking about like the banquet halls, and he just brought up a good point. Kevin, is it Kevin? Right? That's
Kevin. Yeah.
So, I married this couple 2 years ago, and they have opened a venue, and now they hit me up to DJ one of their friends' wedding that is gonna be at that venue.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if I do that one good, I could talk to them and like I could be in the preferred list, and maybe because they just opened their venue this year, so they probably right now they don't have that many people like DJs or whatever. So maybe that could be a great opportunity for me. So that's and I DJ their wedding, so and they liked it because they referred me to this other one. So you know what I'm saying? Like
that's cool. Maybe the move is that DJs should open up their own wedding venues because then you book a venue and you're the DJ, just like you're the officiant and you're the DJ. It's just a one man show.
Hey, you're the bouncer, you're the cleaner.
This is one guy.
Learn how to do things.
Chin says, but yeah, he's a popular DJ in my area where I live because some DJs in my area don't like him because he's talking about the guy who has a ton of events. People are still hating on him. Chin says, to me, I don't care. I still help him with equipment and put music too while he's working on lighting. Okay, so Chin does roadie for him, like you were saying. So Chin swallows his pride, and you're gonna learn a lot because it sounds like this guy does a lot of events.
Money's money.
Smiley said, I had a planner try to tell me I couldn't represent our brand since he would hire us, but wanted us to give him a cut as referral. I told him referral means we represent our brand. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So he wanted to be like have him be a subcontractor, but then also give him a cut. But then Smiley's like, well, if I'm
a referral and you get a referral fee, but then if you want them to represent you, then it's not a referral. You're working for this company. So good job, Smiley.
This guy's trying to like double dip, he's trying to take all the business and get a cut from you. Like, well, then you should be the one. If he's the one paying you, that's different, right? Then everything should be paid to that planner. He should be giving the payments to you. If you're doing your own contract with the client, then you should be representing your own brand. That's weird.
Of course, yeah.
Buddy says, I love showing others how I do stuff if it helps them. I feel it's a good thing. Okay, so Buddy's open to
That's one thing, man. Buddy is an open book. I do gotta say that, man. He cool, man. He's cool like that. And
Yeah,
I
he
like.
always says it's
love,
weird.
talk, I love talking to people like that, man. I love talking to DJs that are open books. Another one that is really, really like a huge on like showing and teaching is Jimmy. Jimmy,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Jimmy is
He hasn't been on in a minute, but yeah, that's
yeah,
Jason's SA Entertainment's mentor, Jimmy.
yeah.
Uh,
He is, bro. He's amazing.
yeah, buddy always says like, hey, come by to my events if you're in Chicago and this and that. So I mean, we neither of us have been out there yet, but,
Yeah.
but if we are, maybe we'll end up on a gig log with Buddy one of these days. Smiley said collaboration means we would work together and not represent our brand. That they had to fix their package to get their cut. Yeah, no, I think
I agree with him.
agree with you, Smiley. That guy is just trying to like have all the or whatever, bake all the cake and eat it too. You know, he's trying to just have everything. Yeah, buddy. Hey, everyone, if you guys give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe over to Adrian's channel. I was actually, oh shoot, I was gonna show that. But Adrian, we got to ask you, man, where are your videos at, dude? It's been 3 years since
it's all shorts. It's all shorts.
Yeah, he has a lot of shorts.
A lot of shorts. Oh, yeah. That's where I got. We let me pull that up. Hey, but can you hit the other comments, Diego? I'm gonna pull up Adrian's channel.
Yeah. So James said that thumbs up is from him. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man. After the show, go to Hits, man. Yeah, queue it up. After this one, you go to queue it up for sure. I can see Chin and Smiley open up a venue. I can see Smiley open up a venue because he wants to be a one-stop shop. So he's gonna be the venue, the efficient, the DJ, the sound effect guy, the effects guy, and the cleaner, the bouncer too.
And the cleaner. Yeah, here I got. We got. Go subscribe to DJ Adrian Esparza. You can see his handle there at DJ Adrian.Esparza. So yeah, he does have a. Okay, that's an ad. He's got a bunch of shorts. He's kind of gone over to the shorts over here. But yeah, definitely go subscribe to DJ Adrian's channel. Give us a like.
Check him out.
And here, Kevin said slightly. All right, we're gonna be wrapping it up here shortly. We're already getting OT, and gotta let Adrian here go to bed. It's 9 p.m. over there, right in the Midwest. Kevin says slightly off topic, but if you guys go to the venue, have a killer all white looking setup, and do a good job. I've known guys that have actually gotten asked by venue owners if they can add them to the list. Yeah. No, that was a big motivation for me to get the white speakers. Adrian, what kind of setup are you rocking these days? Like your general go-to wedding setup?
I got the point source speakers, the EV. What's that? The 200s, whatever.
ELX 200.
ELX 200s with the 15-inch sub that's under the table.
Under the table.
One sub, two tubs.
Depends how many people are at the wedding.
Okay.
You know, if it's like over 200 people, I bring two. Less than that, just one.
So what?
And it looks like you do the tabletop. Oh, go ahead.
Got tabletop facade, black or white.
Black or white.
What controller do you use?
Oh, old school, man. The SR2, man. Pioneer SR2.
SR, yeah. Oh, we saw that. We saw that one. That was
that's a small one, right? That's not that big. It's a small. It's like the size of a T7, maybe. No, maybe smaller than that.
That one, yeah, that one was in. You could see it in this one.
Yeah.
And what mics are those? Those Phoenix?
It's Phoenix.
Oh, hey, 71.
The 71. Yeah. Phoenix is good, man. It's good. I've got a review coming up thanks to Diego. Diego referred me. He didn't ask for a cut, so he referred me to Phoenix.
That's it. Guys, chat. This is exactly what networking is. I was able to get Shay on the Phoenix line to review a whatever product he chose. So I'm not gonna give it out.
But then he texted me. He texted me after to send him a cut afterwards. I'm kidding. No, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing a Phoenix Pro, one of the other mics that they have.
You don't understand how happy I was when I started talking to them, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, give me his email." I was like, bro. And then, I texted you. I was like, yo, they're gonna hit you up.
I know. I also need to put. I need to put my email. I think in my YouTube channel. But yeah, hey, it's nice. It's nice getting free stuff. So I guess our stream is kind of sponsored by Phoenix Pro now.
Yeah, it's working.
All right. Let me hit these last few comments and then we're gonna head out. Smiley says he's ordering the white and black checkered dance floor. Okay, so he's upgrading to that. And then Smiley says he asked Diego a bunch of questions about the PTU 71. Did you answer them?
Where?
He said where? I don't know. Maybe.
Yo, Smiley, if you want to ask me a question, man, hit me up on my phone, bro. You have my stuff.
You gotta check your old video. I bet he put it on the video.
Maybe.
But all right, bro. Let's wrap this one up. Night, y'all. Everyone, buddy's saying get him some Starbucks. No, I bet 9 o'clock.
So,
There's no way DJs. We don't go to sleep at 9 p.m. You know, that's
real quick. One word of advice for DJs, for newcoming DJs, or seasoned DJs, whatever. Just a word of advice from you.
Go out there, pound the pavement, shake hands, kiss babies. But yeah, you gotta go out there to where all the people are at and let listen and let people know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you miss 100. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's the take-home message. So.
Yeah, right. But all right, guys.
Shout out Adrian, man. Thanks so much for coming on the show and also for supporting us so far.
Yeah,
buddy, thank you for proposing the Starbucks. You owe me Starbucks, Shay. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Adrian. Appreciate you, man.
All right.